What is up, beautiful humans? Welcome back to Spiritual Selfish channel, where we focus on you so that you can raise your vibration and become conscious creator of your own reality. Now, guys, today's video, I actually was receiving lots of downloads, and I grabbed my laptop, took everything I put down in my notes. So today we're going to be talking about why most people do not remember or cannot access their psychic abilities, why most people forgot it. And again, as I said, I have a bunch of notes taken down. So I'm going to be reading back to those, what I've wrote back to you. But before we jump in, I want you to ask yourself a question. Have you ever thought to yourself, can I be a psychic? How psychics are doing it? I wish I would be a psychic, right? If you have thought about it, let me know in the comments for sure. I would love to hear that, because in my childhood, I secretly wanted to be a psychic, but I thought it's impossible. It's only some gifted people that have access to these sacred abilities. But I'm gonna debunk today this limiting belief, and what some extraterrestrials, specifically Pleiadians, have shared with me now, what have been done to humanity. So I hope you'll receive this well, and I hope that this will help you to shift the perspective of how you can activate and remember and reconnect with your divine ability because this is who you are, the core of being. Okay, so if this sounds amazing, please give it a like and let's jump in. So the first thing, what the Pleiadian Council wants you to know, that we have to remember that it's not a sacred ability. It's not that, oh, some people are psychic and some people are not. All of us have it, okay? We are born with it. This is who we are. You are psychic by default, right? Because you are energy. And psychic abilities is nothing more than is being able to perceive energy around you. It's not a rocket science. So we're coming on Earth. We all have, it's our innate ability. Then we adopt the thinking, which we are, introduced on planet Earth. We adjust to the resonance of other people. And then we're also brainwashed. So all of these things cause us humans to forget and doubt and distract ourselves and close ourselves off from one of our, spirit abilities, because we're so stuck in the three-dimensional density. A lot of us do not have access anymore with all of these densities to something that is spiritual, right? So I have 5 points that they have shared with me why we have forgotten how it was done by the elite, the dark force, whatever you want to call them, to us, to humanity, right? So step number 1 was to weaken their psychic abilities. And here, when I say it's kind of, they were showing me their plan, their steps, what they're doing. So weaken their psychic abilities through fluoride, pineal gland calcifying, ability to sense. So all of the things we have to realize, one of the first things that the dark force is doing is, first of all, they're weakening our ability to sense, right? This energy, to be psychic. First, they weaken this ability. The step number 2, they distort their energy field, our energy field, right? Distort their energy field through sugar, junk food, right? So not only our ability to sense and perceive things beyond our body is weakening, our energy field is distorted, literally, through sugar alone. So it's not only hard to perceive, but there's an energetical mess around us. Step 3, put them into survival mode, right? lower the frequency so they are distracted, trying to just exist. It is extremely hard to tap into love frequency when you're fearing death and love or any other higher frequencies. And this is it, guys. When you are being psychic just means elevating your frequency, being able to tap into other higher frequencies of being. When you are put into survival and into fear, just like an animal, you're designed like this because your intelligent machine, you won't need. Your human thinks that I'm about to die. I don't freaking care about being the psychic. It's not a survival need. So it draws all the energy and thinking and life force into surviving, into keeping you safe, right? So they're weakening our ability to start energy field. Then they put us in fear through media, through all of the needing to work, right? And if you now think and stop for a second, we're in this survival mode constantly, every single day. Every single day, you have to go to work and make money. Every single day, especially now, you don't even know if you're not gonna die, right? There's so much fear, and it is part of the plan to keep you there, right? So step number 4 around, you forgetting that you're psychic is seed the doubt in their minds. And what it specifically talks about, that the doubt around you being psychic, the doubt around you being able to perceive, right? How many of you, I thought my camera is bad for him. How many of you are sometimes feeling this intuition, are sometimes feeling someone, a spirit or whatever wants to communicate with you, and you feel that I cannot be psychic. My mind is making this up. This is not real. They see the doubt in your mind through, again, media and movies, that it's only a separate, class of people who can do this, which is nonsense, rubbish. All of us have it, right? Weakening, distorting, being in fear, and then even those who are able to pull through and sense information, boom, doubt comes in. No, I'm making this up. And the step number 5 is make them fear this power. So now I want you to think about all the witches, the spells, and so on and so forth. Why back in the day, witches were the bad ones, were burned? Because those were the humans who had unlocked their psychic abilities. And of course, they were classified as bad. Of course, the rest of the humanity could not know that we have access to this power. Of course, I'm not saying that all of the witches are good or bad. Of course, you can misuse the power and use it for dark. But what's the funniest thing is that they were burning the witches, and they're making you fear this power, so that those of you who wake up to this ability, you're literally afraid to get into trouble. You're afraid to, be persecuted. You're afraid that maybe an entity will be attached to you or whatever. They put you and us into fear, while they are the ones who are using this power the most. And they are the ones who are using it for the dark, for spells, for, karmic loops, and so on and so forth. So I want you to know that it is who you are. You absolutely can perceive energy. And I want you just to also think psychic abilities, extrasensory, extra sense. In its word itself, it just says extra sense. It's your 6th sense. It's your ability to perceive information and the reality in the world around you beyond the five human sense. So it's your ability at who you are, and it's just ability to feel the energy around us. And here, the next step, I want you to, they were showing me a drawing, and just imagine that there's energy all around you, right? It's flowing, it's like energy waves, and you, including you are an energy wave, but it's just like you are on mental, emotional, and physical level, right? So there's different densities, different dimensions, how the energy flows. So I want you to see yourself as an energy, not as a physical, right? Strip away all the limited 3D dimension. Everything is energy, right? Imagine you are energy. So there are waves, energetical. Why energy that is flowing here and you that is flowing here? Why wouldn't you be able to perceive the energy that is flowing just next to you? Of course, you will be able to sense it. The only time when you won't be able to do that is when, for example, there's another human being next to you and they close off their being so that other beings are not able to perceive them, not read their thoughts. That's one. And the second reason why wouldn't you be able to perceive information is when you close yourself off and kind of create a glass ceiling around you and go inwards, kind of. Let's say, put your hand down and not look into the world. So that's the drawing that they have been giving to me. Also, Pleiadians are saying that by default, all of the energy is just pure flow of energy, which cannot be not seen, right? And also they're telling me that it's through the telepathy. So when it's all just flowing, we can easily hear other human thoughts, feelings. We can sense that, right? All of us. Because of that, right, in lighter densities like fifth density, some beings still want privacy. They're still able to consciously create like a container around them, like a bubble. It looks almost like toroidal field around your mind. Okay, so they're creating like a field around your mind, so that others do not pick up on your thoughts. But you also can create like a big like bubble, a toroidal field around couple of beings, right? If you are discussing something like this. So this is really, really interesting. And I want you to, again, remember each and every one of us is capable. How many times have you picked up that someone is upset or angry and they didn't even say a word, right? This is your psychic abilities. This is your extra sense. And the last few words they're saying is, by default, this is who you are. It's not the magic people. You just gotta release all the freaking crap and the beliefs that you cannot. You have to undo the 5 steps that I shared with you earlier, what has been done to your human, right? The limiting beliefs, the fears, the doubts, the calcification, the distortion of your energy, because it all works hand in hand. So this is very important, guys, that we are clearing ourselves on mental, emotional, and physical levels for us, in order for us to tap into higher frequency and raise our vibration, right? And then it's all from there. Once you access that, it's all about practicing and sharpening your skills, embracing who you are, and just playing in the energy field. This is how I've done it, right? I've worked a lot with my, subconscious reprogramming my mind, then doing lots of shadow work, healing my inner child, forgiving my, father, mother, culture, myself, releasing stuck emotions, clearing my body and so on. And actually, I have created intensive mini course, which is called 5-day frequency reset, where I guide you and I go more in depth how the energy field and vibrational reality works. And each and every day we work on different plane, like mental plane, emotional plane, physical plane, and I guide you how to raise the vibration of each plane that you're working on. There's a cookbook, there's meditations, body movement practices. Like, it's such an incredible course. So definitely go check it out. I'm gonna leave the link down below. But if this, guys, was of service to you, please give it a like, share it with somebody who needs to hear this information, and I talk with you in my next video. Bye!